Alright, what's up? It's time to test out the builds that we built for this raid. Let's take on Chi Yu. So, we're going to start by connecting to the internet so that everybody that we are around can go ahead and pick one up and we can get more people on this at a time. Once you're connected to the internet, you can go down to Pokeportal, Tera Raid Battle, and click on Chi Yu. Or you can open up your map and look for your shiny Chi Yu raid for yourself, which is right here for me. Once you're in, just be sure that you don't ready up until everybody has locked in a pretty good Pokemon. It seems like everybody is ready to go with a good Pokemon. Okay, get rid of the Gengar. And that's why we don't stick around. We cancel this. There's trollers out there. So we're going to go ahead and try this one out with Azumarill with the Shell Bell. So we just wait until there's actually 4 people who are willing to do good things here. See, Kyogre's great. Yeah, Drizzle is just going to help us out. There's nothing bad about Drizzle. So now that we're here, let's hope that we don't get hit first by Ruination. Look at that blue fish. Oh, shiny Kyogre. Seems like everybody and their mom has a shiny Kyogre but me. Okay, there's the Drizzle. Great start. As long as we don't get hit with Ruination, we will use Belly Drum. Okay. It was not us. Let's Belly Drum. And immediately puts up the shield. So I guess it just puts them up turn 1 every time. I didn't even get to use Belly Drum, I don't think. It just ignored my Belly Drum. This raid's a little bugged, huh? That's okay. Liquidation should still do a lot. Okay, that looked like... It looked like the amount of damage I would probably get with a Belly Drum. And let's just use Liquidation all the way through this. Hopefully we can drop its defense at least once throughout this. Which can't happen while the shields are up, by the way. Never mind, I'm a liar. I thought that was a thing. I guess it's just status moves that can't change their stats. So, I've noticed that it steals the Tera charge all the time, which is going to take even longer to get the Tera up, but I don't think that's that big of a deal as long as we have our Shell Bell, we heal, and keep spamming real strong moves like that. Oh, wow. See, this is the easiest of the 4. 4th and final, huh? I'll take it. My favorite boy just happens to be the weakest defensively. Okay, it reset our stats. Twice. Let's just use Liquidation. I don't think we're even going to have to Tera. Yeah, nobody Terra'd here, and we still took this out. Chi Yu, maybe not the best defensive Pokemon, but definitely my favorite of the Ruin Pokemon. He's Blue Fish. Look at this guy. He's freaking cool. Alright, that was an easy one. I don't think we'll have any problems. No Herba Mysticas here, but an ability patch is pretty much just as good in my eyes. Okay, let's go ahead and try another one, but this time with Poliwrath. Nice, we made it in, and pretty much everything but the Tea Time boy is ready to go. I'm leaving. There's trollers out here. Let's not do this. Alright, as long as that Lucario swaps, we can go ahead and ready up, but I'm not readying up until it changes. There we go. That's probably a whole lot better. Now, this is a squad that I've never run with before, except for the Kyogre. Come on, Danny. It's up to you now. Oh, a Zapdos instead of Kyogre. I don't like that. Why did he do that? Okay, like I said, there's a bunch of trollers out there just randomly picking Pokemon or picking Pokemon that are weak to Chi Yu intentionally. And I don't understand why you would do that. Don't we all want a free shiny? Let's go ahead and try this anyways. As long as I don't get hit by Ruination first turn, I might go ahead and use Belly Drum. But it all depends on who gets hit. Alright, it wasn't us. Let's try Belly Drum. I avoided the Snarl, which is fine. It wouldn't have made that much of a difference anyways, but I am at half health now because of Belly Drum. He likes to put up a shield basically first turn pretty much every time I've done this, which is fine because we can just use Liquidation now and Snarl is not going to get us low enough to be worried. Oh no, my special attack dropped. Oh gosh, it got paralyzed for a second. Nice, we dropped its defense. And we healed up into the green. Nope, not to the green. So the fact that it steals the Tera Orb's power a lot of the time is maybe not the best, but I'll take that over resetting stats every turn. Okay, it's still paralyzed, so maybe we'll get lucky and it'll be super slow. Nice! That's the best paraproc that I could have asked for right there. Okay, it's getting rid of our stat changes and abilities. Let's go ahead and just use Liquidation so we can get our Tera off. And somehow, the Swampert got taken down. Didn't expect that. I did expect, however, the Zapdos to go down. Kind of crazy. Alright, there they go. Taking out the stat changes again. We just use Liquidation, so next turn we can Tera. Still a pretty big hit, even though our timer is a little lower than it should be with all the stuff going on. But I don't think I'll have to heal manually at all. Okay, Zapdos used Roost to heal itself, but then it's right back down to the red. As long as that thing can stay alive, I think the rest of us got this. Was I able to Tera there? I did not look. I don't know why I didn't look. I should have looked. But we're still doing great. We're doing pretty good on time, even with one death. We Tera Liquidation, and now it has no chance but to go down. Oh, where'd he go? Okay, this battle's a little bugged, but I'll What's going on? I didn't even get the animation, I just got a stare from the back. Okay, we get hit with Flamethrower. It does more than I expected it to, but I think this Liquidation will be the end of Chi-Yu. There we go. Poliwrath works too. Now the only thing left to try out is Ogerpon, Wellspring Mask, spam Ivy Cudgel the entire time. Oh, he's so cool looking. God, I can't wait to get that guy. Nice, we got a Sour Herba Mystica and a couple Calciums. That's the biggest stuff from here. Now we gotta hope that we can get into another raid with Ogerpon. Well, we weren't able to make it into that one, but maybe that's a good sign. Maybe that just means that a whole lot of people are taking on Chi-Yu today, and hopefully most of them are taking him down. Alright, nice. All we need is for the host to change his Pokemon, pretty much. Terapagos and Dondozo are two that I didn't expect to see in this, but we can try it. Alright, now we don't even think about Ruination because it doesn't matter. We just need to spam Ivy Cudgel the whole way through this fight. Look how big Dondozo is, and Shiny Samurott actually looks pretty sick. Why is the fight bugged? Why is there just a big black chunk of void on my screen right now? Okay, Dondozo just got halved. We spam Ivy Cudgel. How much does this do base? Actually a pretty big hit. It's probably going to put up shields immediately. No, he didn't. Okay, good thing we got... There's the shields. Good thing we got missed there because Ogerpon does take neutral damage being half grass, but that's okay. Got rid of the stat changes, but I didn't have any, so I'm just going to use Ivy Cudgel again. See what it does with the shields. Okay, it doesn't look like much, but trust me, that's a lot. I think this thing has 37x health modifier, and it's still decently easy to take down. Somebody did something to get the rain up, not sure exactly what, but the rain adds a little bit of power. Flamethrower takes us down to 93. Let's go ahead and cheer heal so that Terapagos doesn't go down. Because it seems like bringing Terapagos and Dondozo was a bad idea. Okay, let's use Ivy Cudgel the rest of the way through, but it feels like Dondozo and Terapagos kind of ruined this raid. Yeah, Dondozo and Terapagos are not good here. Tera IV Cudgel. Now we aren't taking neutral damage to fire moves, but it doesn't matter because the raid is friggin' over. All because of the Dondozo who hosted this. Cool. Special Defense Rose, which is good against Chi-Yu. Dang! And the recovery with the crit! Ogerpon, you're my GOAT! I'm not even gonna complain. I'm just a little bit confused. Okay, so Ogerpon, if you can get it to crit, it'll get you 4 Herba Mysticas, apparently. That was crazy, Ogerpon. Let's go. I did not expect that to actually end up working. All right, now let's talk about how long we have to do this. It seems we've only got 14 days now, but that's okay because it seems to be the easiest one. But don't forget that we only have until September 30th to claim all of these. Every single one of these is only claimed until September 30th. I do not believe that Pokemon Company will ever give us this chance again. So please, after this Chi-Yu comes out on September 18th, which means it looks like we only have pretty much 11 days because of the time zones and whatnot to actually get this done and claim Chi-Yu. So please be sure that you claim this, otherwise you're gonna miss out. I guarantee that this is not one of those things that you're gonna want to miss out on. If you have an Azumarill, an Ogerpon with a Wellspring Mask, or maybe even a Poliwrath, just get in there and take care of this guy. Alright, see you in the next one. It didn't hit us, so we can use Belly Drum. Dark Pulse doesn't do that much because we're fighting type. We use Belly Drum and hopefully have just enough to survive another hit. Maximized our attack, and immediately it puts up a shield. Okay, good to know. Now we just spam Liquidation pretty much the rest of the way through this fight. It's using Heat Wave, so hopefully we don't get burned, and we barely survived that on 33. Liquidation should do a lot. Pretty good, actually. And okay, we're only at 68. We're probably going to go down here. Maybe Belly Drum is not the move here. See, it steals the Terra Orb, and it gets rid of the stat changes. Maybe we don't do Belly Drum at all, and we just spam Liquidation all the way through. Yeah, it looks like the entire squad got taken out here, pretty much. Okay, so the plan is do not use Belly Drum. Belly Drum doesn't work. He is too strong for Belly Drum. Literally, the whole squad got taken out. Don't use Belly Drum. And I'm burned. This is the worst it could have possibly gone. That was terrible.